Hello there, this is Jonathan from Neutronized. I am the creator of Super Cattails and today I'm gonna talk about items. Once again, this is Super Cattails 1 and here instead of items we had something called helpers. Helpers were these tiny little creatures that the player was able to buy from the shop. Here we see a coconut helper or a jellyfish, for example. Each helper had a special skill that the player could benefit from by hatching a helper's egg in the level. So in order to use a egg, we had to stand on the pink platform and select the helper we wanted. Here I'm using a coconut helper that is following my cat throughout the level and attacking enemies. So this was quite nice, but once again we are facing backtracking issues as the pink platform is the only place where we can decide which helper to hatch. This is something I didn't really like of Super Cattails 1 as we already discussed on the first DevLog, and I wanted to change for Super Cattails 2. Another thing that I didn't really like about helpers is that they were consumable. So for example, if we decide to select a coconut helper here and we die inside the level or we exit the level, we notice that our helper is lost and we have to use another one. Additionally, I feel that the player in Super Cattails 1 wasn't really able to tell which helper to use from the start of the level. Here we've just used a jellyfish, but we are finding out right now that the jellyfish is not very effective against enemies, and considering they are consumable, that was a bit unfair towards the player. Right, just to recap, these are the things that I didn't like about helpers in Super Cattails 1. First, backtracking. The player had to backtrack to the closest pink platform in order to select a helper. Second, it was hard to tell which helper to use, mainly because we don't know what we're gonna face next in the level. And third, helpers were consumable. Right, this is Super Cattails 2 and the shop owner here is telling you about a new feature of the game, items. Items can be equipped by tapping on the item slot in the top left corner of the screen. As you can see here, we have different type of items. They are not consumable, meaning you can buy them once and then you can use them forever in the game. Here we have Ollie's cloak, then there's a shield, we have a shovel, we have a fire item, a flute. The flute is a reference to another game. I wonder if you can guess which game I'm talking about. And we have a dive mask here. So right, let me give you a demonstration on how these items work. First of all, we cannot reach that platform there, so we need to equip a item. We can equip our item just by tapping on the item slot and select, for example, Ollie's cloak. Ollie's cloak lets us glide so we can reach distant platforms and we could collect our bell there. Let me show you another item, this time the shield item. As you can see, there is a monkey throwing baseballs at our cat. If we want, we can decide to equip a shield item that makes us invulnerable to any kind of bullets, including baseballs. Once again, this is not necessary in order to complete the level, but as you notice, it is making our life way easier. So, we can equip items at any point in the level just by tapping on the item slot, and once again they're not necessary in order to complete the level. I would like to show you one additional item. I'm talking about the shovel, which is one of my favorites. Right, this level takes place on a cemetery, and if we walk on that clod over there, nothing happens, but if we equip our shovel item, we can dig and find small treasure. And we can repeat that on more clods and find more coins or even a bell. So I think items are way better than helpers. You can buy them once, use them anytime, and keep them anywhere in the level. They're not necessary in order to complete the level, but they make your life easier. Right, I'm very eager to know what you think about items and if you have any item suggestion to be added to the game, so please leave a comment. And thanks again for watching the devlog, and see you soon.